The Handmaid's Tale Season 6 has arrived, and here is the cast and crew of the show's final season. All kinds of characters and cast members have been part of The Handmaid's Tale throughout the show's first 5 seasons, and while many have died or moved on, most of the main characters are still around. So, here are the main returning characters, supporting characters, and new characters in The Handmaid's Tale Season 6. The Handmaid's Tale Season 5 ended on a tragic note, with Luke being arrested, Gilead invading Little America, and June and Serena Joy headed to a safer place together on a train. Although the spin-off series The Testaments is coming, there is still a lot of ground for The Handmaid's Tale to cover in its final season, and here's who will be at the center of the final season's many storylines. Elizabeth Moss as June Osborne. Born July 24, 1982. Active since 1990. Actor, Elizabeth Moss was born on July 24, 1982 in Los Angeles, California and had her big break in the drama series The West Wing. Since then, Moss has had a prolific acting career, with her scoring major roles in TV shows like Mad Men and The Handmaid's Tale. She has also starred in films like Shirley, The Invisible Man, and The French Dispatch. Character, in The Handmaid's Tale, Elizabeth Moss plays June Osborne, who starts out the series going by Offred. By the time that The Handmaid's Tale Season 6 starts, June has escaped Gilead and is working with Mayday and the rest of the resistance to take down the theocratic government. Yvonne Strahovski as Serena Joy Waterford. Born July 30, 1982. Active since 2004. Actor, Yvonne Strahovski was born on July 30, 1982 in Werrington Downs, New South Wales, Australia and had her big break in the 2007 series Chuck. Strahovski also appeared in other popular TV shows like Dexter and 24, Live Another Day before becoming even more prominent with her villainous role in The Handmaid's Tale. Strahovski has also appeared in major movies like The Predator and The Tomorrow War as well as video games like Mass Effect. Character, in The Handmaid's Tale, Yvonne Strahovski plays Serena Joy Waterford, the wife of Commander Fred Waterford. Although her and June started out on incredibly bad terms, their relationship has evolved by The Handmaid's Tale Season 6, with Serena Joy being torn between the worlds of Gilead and Canada. O.T. Fagbonnel as Luke Bankole. Born January 22, 1981. Active since 2002. Actor, O.T. Fagbonnel was born on January 22, 1981 in London, England and got his start in theatre before making the jump to TV and movies. Fagbonnel appeared in projects like Little Miss Jocelyn, Doctor Who, and Breaking and Entering, although The Handmaid's Tale is what caused his career to really take off. Since then, Fagbonnel has appeared in projects like Presumed Innocent and Black Widow. Character, in The Handmaid's Tale, O.T. Fagbonnel plays Luke Bankole, the husband of June Osborne. Although they were together before Gilead took over, The Handmaid's Tale has chronicled the constant separations and reunions of the couple, with them once again being forced apart at the end of The Handmaid's Tale Season 5. Bradley Whitford as Commander Joseph Lawrence. Born October 10, 1959. Active since 1985. Actor, Bradley Whitford was born on October 10, 1959 in Madison, Wisconsin and had his big break in early movie roles like Adventures in Babysitting. Since then, Whitford has appeared in a variety of incredibly popular TV shows like The West Wing, Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip, and Parish, as well as movies like The Cabin in the Woods, Get Out, and Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Character, in The Handmaid's Tale, Bradley Whitford plays Commander Joseph Lawrence, a Gileadian commander whose allegiances are never truly known. In The Handmaid's Tale Season 6, Lawrence is rising through the ranks of Gilead while continuing to make enemies with figures on both sides. Max Minghella as Commander Nick Blaine. Born on September 16, 1985. Active since 1999. Actor, Max Minghella was born on September 16, 1985, in Hampstead, London, England and had his big break in the 2005 film Serena. Since then, Minghella has appeared in movies like How to Lose Friends and Alienate People, The Social Network, and Babylon as well as TV shows like The Mindy Project and The Handmaid's Tale. Character, in The Handmaid's Tale, Max Minghella plays Nick Blaine, a former driver turned commander. While working as Commander Waterford's driver, Nick began a romance with June, something that has had repercussions that last all the way to Season 6. The Handmaid's Tale supporting cast and characters. Who else is in the show? Ann Dowd as Aunt Lydia, in The Handmaid's Tale, Ann Dowd plays Aunt Lydia, an overseer of the handmaids who especially cares about Janine. Samira Wiley as Moira Strand, in The Handmaid's Tale, Samira Wiley plays Moira, a former Jezebel who escaped Gilead and now works with June and Luke to fight against her former home. Amanda Brugel as Rita Blue, in The Handmaid's Tale, Amanda Brugel plays Rita Blue, a former Martha who escaped Gilead. Sam Yeager as Mark Tuello. In The Handmaid's Tale, Sam Yeager plays Mark Tuello, a U.S. government representative who helps refugees from Gilead. Eva Carradine as Naomi Putnam. Eva Carradine plays Naomi Putnam, the former wife of Commander Putnam who is now married to Commander Lawrence in The Handmaid's Tale Season 6.